Today we're telling you about all of our favorite things to do with toddlers at Magic Kingdom.
Hi and welcome to Aiken Adventures, where we're taking you to do all the best things in all the best places all around Florida.
Now we will talk about rides, but our first recommendation is that when you come to Magic Kingdom, make sure that you don't spend the entire day waiting in lines. Young children need the opportunity to run around and use their imagination. Of course, there are cavalcades, parades, character meet and greets, but also there are a couple of free play spaces. The first is Tom Sawyer Island. At the top of the hill is this fort pirate ship combination. There's such a maze of trails to explore. You could be here for hours and hours. We're in a dark cave. Now we're gonna walk through the inside of the windmill. Presently, we've all been ordered by the captain to take our seat.
In a deep voice.
There's also a water mill. There's a barrel bridge, which looks like a lot of fun to cross, but Vivian's a little scared of it. Probably the best part is this fort. There are some rifles and some cannons. Next is the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. At this attraction, you can take a tour of the Swiss Family Robinson's treehouse. We made it to the top, and now we can see where they live. You can see everything from up here. Here's their library, and here's the kitchen. Another really great option for free play is that just inside of the Dumbo ride is a playground. You don't have to be getting onto the ride in order to access it. You just park your stroller and then walk right over to the standby entrance. This is great because it's covered and it's cold. It's air conditioned inside. In this free play space, your child gets to actually step into the scenes from the Dumbo movie. And the great thing is that there's plenty of room for parents to watch the circus all around the outside edge. There's also a splash pad in the Storybook Circus area, so make sure to bring a change of clothes.
Another tip is to pack a ton of snacks and water bottles. You are allowed to bring those into Disney World, so make sure you take full advantage of that.
One of the things that we've come to realize is that we've actually been to Disney World several times ourselves before we had children. But most of the rides and the sections of the park that our toddler loves the most are the areas that we would have passed over at that time.
We're gonna go ride Dumbo, Vivian's favorite.
Most of Vivian's favorite rides tend to center around Fantasyland. There's the teacups. Peter Pan. Winnie the Pooh. There's a free play space over here where your toddler. Worst nightmare. The rain went away. It's a Small World.
So fun fact, Small World actually freaks me out. I don't know, to me it's kind of creepy because it's got that 70s vibe. I don't know, it's just a personal thing, but Vivian loves it.
And of course the carousel.
Now Vivian and I are gonna go ride my favorite. We're gonna ride Ariel.
Over in Tomorrowland is the Tomorrowland Speedway. Be aware that these cars are not easy to steer, and they can be a bit of a jarring experience. The Buzz Lightyear ride is a lot of fun. And for a quiet, relaxing experience in the middle of the day perhaps, try to check out the People Mover. There's also another ride that's very similar to the Dumbo ride that's called the Astro Orbiter.
The Astro Orbiter is now beginning its...
Next thing on our list is the Carousel of Progress.
Okay, get ready. You're about to blast off.
In Adventureland, you'll find another ride, the Magic Carpet Ride. The redundancy of the similarity of these rides may be wasted on you, but your toddler will still love every second of it.
We're gonna ride the
We're going on a magic carpet ride.
Another great ride for toddlers is the Jungle Cruise. They may not understand all of the jokes, but they might like that everybody else is laughing.
Look what they did to my Jeep. They painted it blue. Unbelievable. Well, at least I got to turn it over though.
Now we're off to the Tiki room. And in case you don't know what the Tiki room is, the birds sing words and the flowers bloom. Now you can sort all of the rides on the app by height requirement and be able to determine which rides your child is allowed to ride. But we've come to realize that just because they're allowed to ride the ride doesn't necessarily mean that it's a good ride for your child. We learned that even though Vivian was really excited about the idea of riding the Barnstormer, it was actually a little scary for her.
I can't like it.
Then we didn't really think that the Haunted Mansion ride is really all that creepy as adults, but it turns out that it can be a little scary for a little child. One that might even be a little bit scarier than that for some children is the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Keep in mind that this ride does have a moment where you plummet into darkness.
Ready?
Yeah.
Is it gonna splash?
Yeah, a little bit.
We thought she might grow into it, but actually she probably likes it even less now.
Alright, what did you think? I think she's mad at me now. Just a small tip from a mom when taking your toddlers to Disney World. Make sure you take them to the potty before they get in the lines for these rides. Right now the lines are very long and they last a really long time.
Another tip that we have is to consider for a moment going at the speed that your toddler can handle. Seems like every time we come here, we watch families just screaming and yelling at each other because the stress really gets to them while they're supposed to be having a great time together as a family. You might not be able to fit in every ride that they can do, and just consider that that might be okay. Think for a moment if you really are just trying to make memories with your family that you're going to love and enjoy, or if you're just trying to cram a whole bunch of stuff in.
Also, find some time in the middle of the day where you can possibly go back to your car and let them rest for about an hour. It'll change the mood for the whole day.
Now for us, we usually just go back and take a little bit of a rest in the van. But if you're interested in staying on Disney property, then check out the sponsor of today's video. DVCreservations.com offers easy on-site rentals to all of the Disney Vacation Club resorts at a steep discount. If you're a Disney Vacation Club owner, list your DVC points painlessly in seconds while choosing your own price. The website features an interactive availability calendar and multiple tools to help you easily book your Disney vacation. The team at DVCreservations.com is always excited to make the magic for you.
Please, please. Yeah.
Next, let's talk about a couple of shows and presentations that your child is going to love. Our toddler had a blast at the parade. Also, don't forget about Mickey's PhilharMagic. Disney's PhilharMagic is a great 4D experience. Of course, there's 3D animation on the screen, and we find that that always mesmerizes our toddler. Additionally, there are other interactive elements which take place during the show. These will be a great surprise to your toddler as well. I think even Piercy liked it. A couple of parts were a little scary for him, I think. Next, we're off to the Hall of Presidents. One of the things that we've discovered is that even though there are some things that you think are going to be like over the head of your toddler because they're educational in nature, the truth is that they just enjoy watching the animatronics.
Another great show is the Country Bear Jamboree.
At the Country Bear Jamboree, enjoy a Southern-style hootenanny performed by the funniest bears in the woods. There's several character meet and greets as well. Vivian's favorite is just stopping by the castle, see Cinderella and the guest princess. It always amazes me how starstruck they act when they meet the characters. But sincerely though, like, who's more famous than Cinderella? And of course, if you've been able to keep your sanity together all day, then be sure to stay for the fireworks at the end of the day. And if you'd like to know our recommendations for more things you can do with a toddler at Disney World,
Then click this video right here.